guys, welcome back to another movie review, and today we are reviewing Twisters. Twisters is the non-sequel to the original movie from 1996, which I actually do have down here. And that movie, of course, is Twister. So I have reviewed this in the previous video on the channel. I did review Twister, so if you did miss it, it's up there. That's from 1996. This is now 2024, of course. So 28 years later, we get a non-related standalone sequel in Twisters, which does play homage to the first movie from 96. The director and writer of Minari, Lee Isaac Chung, is the director of the film, and he does brilliantly. There's so many moments in the film when I'm sat there in the cinema. Obviously the sound's amazing and the visuals are just fab, but I'm just like, how did they film this? And better still, how did they film this and make this look like I'm watching a documentary, as if this is real? There is so many moments in the film where I had to like pinch myself to be like, this isn't real. This is all CGI. This is, you know, all of that. And there's so many moments in there where I had to do that to really take myself out of it, because I was so invested in it. And I think it's just going to be even more so when I'm watching it here, because I'm going to be closer to the screen. Arguably better to watch a movie in the house than there is in the cinema because of an OLED panel versus a projector. I think I'll get a better picture here. The sound obviously will be more controllable for me. I don't know, I just feel like I'd have a better experience watching it back at home. That wasn't to say that the experience was a bad experience, but amazing. And then you add in then the actual cast in the film, which I thought was exceptional. Daisy Edgar Jones. I've seen a lot of people say about Glen Powell, he's like playing Tyler and whatnot. Anthony Ramos as well, fantastic. But Daisy Edgar Jones in this is brilliant. She is in some films, which I don't believe I have, but she is in Where the Crawdads Sing, and she's brilliant in that. But she's playing Kate in this film, and I think she steals the show. Everyone's talking, like I say, about Glen Powell's on a roll. He's been in like Top Gun, all these films back to back, and he was great as well. I'm not going to say he wasn't. But Daisy Edgar Jones for me was fab, especially the opening scene of the movie, which really sets up her trauma, her backstory, why she's no longer chasing storms anymore, and why she's now, you know, working in the big city. You know, she's not a city girl. She's living in New York because she's escaping her trauma from the past, which was very interesting to get into and see, obviously, from that point of view at the beginning of the film. It really sets up the next part of the movie going forwards, and it's really interesting. But as I say, Glen Powell, fantastic. He's playing this like YouTuber guy who's like chasing storms, and he's got like a team that like all live stream his things, and his things really are to create entertainment with the tornadoes themselves. You know, he drives his car literally into the tornado and like sets fireworks off and illuminates it. And well, at first Kate's a bit like, what's he doing? Like, we're scientists, we're trying to do the right thing, we're trying to get data for people and all this stuff. And then this guy is just like ruining it for us, you know, with his entertainment. He's, you know, there's like disaster that's happened, and then he's selling t-shirts. She gets the wrong end of the stick basically, and you know, I'm not going to spoil it too much more than that, but yeah, it's good. It's really good. It's written well. That's what I'm saying. It's really written well. Add that into the cast and the amazing, you know, people that are acting in the film, as well as then the visuals. As I say, you have to pinch yourself that this is not a real thing. This is not a real tornado. This is actually a fake tornado CGI'd. And it's just amazing. So I actually rated the movie a 4.5 star. I probably could have given it a 5 star, but you know, I want more. It is a film where, you know, it's a bit repetitive at times, but that repetition doesn't, you know, you're not sad about the repetition, if you know what I mean. I think that's the only little bit of criticism I would have about it, was that repetition side. But you're not sad at the same time. You're happy to see another one. You're like, whoa, yeah, go for another one, you know, another amazing scene of great CGI. I think there's about 5 or 6 in total, and they were really, really good. This film is reviewing really well. It's rumoured to get another sequel, you know, carrying on the characters' stories, which I hope happens, because it did end at a really good point in time. Anthony Ramos as well, amazing performance in this. I think he's so underrated since his like time in Hamilton. He's been in things like Transformers, In the Heights. He was amazing in The Heights, but Transformers kind of was a little dip. But I think for this, I think this is what he's shown his talent in as well. So great cast, great music score, great soundtrack, great everything, great looks, visually, plot, everything. Really enjoyed it. Other than maybe the repetition side of thing, I would say was the negative. But Twisters, definitely got to go and watch it. If you did miss my review, of course, of Twister, both going to be pickups for me in 4K. I'm going to upgrade this to 4K, definitely. But there it is, Twisters. Thanks for watching, guys. Stay tuned for more videos coming soon. And of course, I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.